What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today I will be listing my predictions for the upcoming WWE pay-per-view Clash of Champions. So the first match we got on here, AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander for the United States Championship. Now, the United States Championship right now is kind of irrelevant at the moment. It hasn't been listed that much on Raw. It's been more of the Universal Championship rivalry that AJ Styles has been in. But it really needs something to spark it off. But I don't think it will be Cedric at Clash of Champions. I think it will be saved for a pay-per-view like Hell in a Cell for Braun Strowman. Because if Braun Strowman does really lose to Seth Rollins at Clash of Champions, he's going to need something to keep his strength growing. So I think the United States Championship will help him. So I think that AJ Styles will retain. And yeah, let's move on to the next match. So we got here the Women's Tag Championships between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Now, I'm not really interested in this storyline. I'm not really interested in the Women's Tag Champs at all. But I think that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will retain, because if not, then they will definitely not be, they won't have like any bit of a push anymore, since they've already lost their women's title storyline. So they might as well win this one. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship between Shinsuke Nakamura with Sami Zayn versus The Miz. Now, this whole thing with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke, I'm starting to like more. I think it could be a big thing if they can just show Shinsuke Nakamura more on TV. So I think Nakamura will retain his Intercontinental Championship on the pay-per-view. Next up, we got the SmackDown Tag Team Championships between The Revival and The New Day. This is basically going around with the Randy Orton Kofi storyline, and I think that The New Day will still retain, because they're basically the top team right now. They always are, and it would be weird without them as the tag champs. Even though The Revival basically need to win this, I don't think WWE is going to make them beat The New Day. So I think that The New Day will defeat The Revival and retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line between Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode versus Seth and Braun. And Seth and Braun obviously are not going to be still a tag team probably after Clash of Champions because of their rivalry, of course. And I think Dolph Ziggler and Roode could be a very good tag team if they book them right. So I think that they will win, probably because of Seth and Braun not working together right, because they're not really a good tag team. And I think Roode and Ziggler will pull out the stops and be the new Raw Tag Champs. Next up, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line between Bayley and Charlotte. Now, I think this rivalry was made because of Bayley needed an opponent at Clash of Champions, and obviously Charlotte was kind of in the ditch right now after having to go against Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. But I think Bayley will retain the SmackDown Women's Championship, so that can be a rivalry between Sasha and Bayley at Survivor Series. Next up, we have the Raw Women's Championship on the line between Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. What I think is obviously going to be Sasha Banks winning, because if not, then what's the whole point of her push and return being possible? And at Hell in a Cell, they're going to have the rematch, and Sasha will retain in some way. And then it'll be Survivor Series where Bayley and Sasha Banks can clash. You know, yeah, cool match, but where does that lead for Bayley? Where does that lead for Becky Lynch and Charlotte? Who knows? I'm pretty sure what would be good for them is that Survivor Series that could be in the women's elimination match. But right at the moment, I think Sasha Banks and Bayley should have their own little thing right now. Pretty good. Next up, Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan. Now, I'm absolutely loving this whole storyline with who tried to kill Roman and stuff like that. And with it being Rowan and having his own little solo monster persona, I love it. Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan at Clash of Champions. I really hope Rowan wins, but with it looking like this, I think Roman's gonna win and just, he saved the day. He finally ended the guy who tried to kill his career and stuff like that. But I hope not. But I think Roman Reigns might win it because Vincey boy, he's always gonna try to do that crap. I hope Rowan wins, but you never know. Next up, we have the WWE Championship between Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston. Now, I'm also loving this rivalry as well. I think it could be even towards that at home. So, now I think Randy Orton will win the WWE Championship. I know it's kind of weird with him winning this kind of pay-per-view, but I think it will lead to much more after that. I think the Revival will some kind of interfere if the referee gets knocked down or something, and the Randy Orton will steal it, and I think the rivalry will continue at Hell in a Cell, because if they end it here, it wouldn't fit right in. It also makes Randy Orton in a spot where he has nowhere else to go, because unless he goes after the Intercontinental Championship, but that just doesn't seem right at the moment, because Shinsuke still needs his spotlight. So I think Randy Orton will be the new WWE Champion. Next up, we got the Universal Championship between Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. Now, it's already being advertised for Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt at new pay-per-views, and Seth Rollins holding the Universal title and stuff like that. It also showed him holding the Raw Tag Team titles, but I think they're at least going to try and change that. It's going to be weird with them still being the champs. But I think Seth will retain, unfortunately. It's not going to fit well with... Seth was able to beat Brock, but Seth Rollins beating a monster like Braun Strowman, they better book it well. I hope it doesn't look like something weird, but Seth Rollins will most likely retain. Lastly, the King of the Ring Tournament Finals. In the main event here, we got Chad Gable and Ricochet. Now, these two are very talented, and they can pull off a great match. But I just feel like that they will give it to Chad Gable because he needs something that will bring his career up to a good standard. And that would be a great thing to win the tournament. But Ricochet, it could also help his career as well. So it's going to be hard to decide here who I think is going to win. And by the way, if you're wondering why I just said Chad Gable and Ricochet, because that's who I think will be in the tournament final. I know I'm saying this a little bit too early, but I think that Chad Gable will win the King of the Tournament final. Yes, I said that. Yeah, I did. But I think that it's going to happen. I think it could be King Gable, and it could be a really good thing for him in the future. So, thank you guys so much for watching this predictions video. I hope the two matches that haven't been confirmed right now, AJ Styles and Cedric, but it was confirmed on Raw to be a match, as well as the King of the Tournament final. I think they're going to be right. I think those two matches are going to be on the pay-per-view, because obviously the United States Championship needs a match at the pay-per-view, and it looks like it's going to be AJ versus Cedric. In the King of the Tournament final, I think it's going to be Ricochet versus Chad Gable. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.